right, we're ready?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh!
Woof.
It has begun! From the front time, bitch! Father's Day.
Welcome to your murder.
Just join the party!
Ridley? Are you okay?
It kind of felt like it was showing me something. I get this feeling I don't think we're supposed to be here.
The Leopolds donated this entire nature preserve. And they care about a lot of things, not just pharmaceuticals.
Fine. I will sit there and smile.
Sorry, we're late.
What happened? You walked from the airport or what?
It's perfect timing.
I need you to act like everything is fine.
Is there something in your car?
A lot of species in this area are rare. What exactly are we saying this is, though?
I think we know exactly what it is.
A horse-like mammalia.
With some sort of protrusion or growth.
It's a fucking unicorn.
I don't think I should be in swim shorts for this moment.
I don't think that we're supposed to have this.
We need to study it.
Whatever it is, it seems to be the cure for cancer.
Cancer? That's the biggest one.
An opportunity for greatness, for immortality.
I've never been so alive.
Dad, please just listen to me. We need to give the little one back. Okay, bad things will happen.
There are two of them?
They're gonna kill us.
I'll do whatever I have to take care of you. You would retreat in the face of opportunity.
That horn was rather girthsome.
I'm picking up vibrations.
Here's hoping we killed Bigfoot on the way home, huh?
Use what?
Look, Paz said he had an N64 controller for the Switch. I said, does it still have the dildo design? And then he said,
Aha.
Okay, question.
I said that you know, if Xeiren wanted to, she could use that. It's got the two horns, but you know.
I'll say this about that.
In both holes, if one wanted to. And it has rumble, so.
I will say this about that. I have that console. I already have 3.
hey.
Okay, wait, Paz, did you get the Retro Fighters one or the official Switch one?
I got the 8-bit dough one. Why would I get the official Switch one? It looks like the N64. I'm not that stupid.
Okay, so you got
the N64. The N64 controller. Yeah, that one looks like, you know, you could put it up there and, you know.
No, I asked
one end you put the chain on to pull it out. The other end is gonna kind of gonna massage the balls. And if you remember to put the fucking rumble in, you can have a good time.
Okay, yeah, the one they made for the Analog 3D. Okay, yeah, no, because I was thinking because I was thinking of that one, and then there's the Retro Fighters one that people were.
No, 8-bit dough basically put it into a more modern console. And it's got the analog stick from the GameCube because 8-bit dough aren't stupid, and they're like, Oh yeah, yeah. The N64 is the first console that had an analog controller, analog stick. Yes, I can tell. That
And you have to operate it with your mouth.
I mean,
the fuck.
I did that once.
You know, you have the both controllers here, and you have to hold it in front of your face just to use it with your tongue.
I thought it was a good idea at the time.
I mean, I only held it with my left hand using the analog stick and my right hand using the face buttons. But I mean, Varren, you do
For a
you.
second, I thought you were going to say I only use it one hand, and I was like, well, what did you do with the other hand? Were you playing Conker's Bad Fur Day? Were you down bad for the rabbit?
No, I imagine Pass is more of a sunflower, man.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Them tits. So are we ready?
Oh, Jesus.
Jesus can't help you now.
Jesus can't help you ever. Not here. Not here.
He was never there for me when I needed it.
Not when it comes to Nintendo's bad R&D decisions.
Nope. If Jesus was real,
Or
the Virtual Boy
bad
never existed.
marketing decisions.
Oh God, the fact that.
Or greedy
Speaking of which, the new
decisions.
Virtual Boy is also ass.
Yeah. Please tell me you did
Would
not
you
buy
like
it.
to hear a story about that?
Later.
Yeah, later. We don't have time. All right.
Okay, then that will be something it'll be the story that will be in Varren's head as he goes to sleep.
Yes. Perfect.
God, I need a joint.
We haven't even started yet.
Hun, we're only like 2 minutes in. You can't. I don't think YouTube will allow. Since when the fuck do I care? Welcome everybody. I'm trying something different. I didn't fucking count down. Fuck you. You are watching Wolfstead Productions with the Wolfstead Podcast, and welcome back to a brand new 2026 year, season 9. Holy fuck. Season 9 of Late to the Murder Party. It's gonna be interesting because, folks, we are leading up to a big one. If anyone kept track, we're 10 away, 9 technically away from the big 200.
It's gonna be the big one, full of length and girth.
9 episodes till the final day.
Yeah. So to start it off, as you can see, Pest is a little horny right now.
Well, hey!
So, for those listening and not watching, yeah, I'm going to leave you confused. With me is the lovely Xeiren.
Unicorn! 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 Haggard! Haggard! Unicorn! Unicorn!
The Belgian in wolf's clothing, Varren Kimball.
I am not the fucking gate guy!
Our Toku expert. Pass the remote.
Ookami, we gotta go to Candy Mountain, Ookami.
Yeah. Oh fuck! They took my kidney. And the music maestro himself, Dr. Chaotic.
Ant-Man and Wednesday's adventurous trek through the mountains featuring the cast of Knives Out.
Jesus, that's... I didn't even think about that. Of course, your hostess with the mostest, the lovely Mistress Ookami. Lovely is subjective. And we are covering 2025's. So yes, we are covering a more current film. Death of a Unicorn. Guys, I really wanted to have seen this in a theater. I was going to, but shit happened. I had to get my money back for my ticket. Didn't get the money back for, like, the process. That pissed me off, but I thankfully got it back elsewhere. But, yeah.
I was able to go see this in theaters last year.
Yeah, if I had had the chance, if I had gotten to, I'm going to say this right out for people who, okay, for your non-spoiler section, which is going to be all of these next 2 minutes, yeah, I adore this movie. I love it. If I had gotten the chance to see it in a theater, this would have been in my top 10 films of 2025.
Remember when we used to do spoiler warnings on this channel?
Right? Yeah.
Well, if you want, I can pad us out by doing the Roy thing, and I can give you our credits, because I got it pulled up.
No.
Okay.
No. When Roy is here, that's what that's for. We will cover each person as they show up.
Yeah, when I went to go see this in theaters, like the first time I watched it, I thought like, yeah, this is a very fun creature feature with sharp writing and acting going at it. Like the more I've now watched it, like for in lead up to this episode, I'm like, no, I actually really like this movie.
Yeah, no, it's so much fun. It's a fun fucking movie.
Who doesn't love to see rich people get fucking gored by a goddamn unicorn?
Yeah, no, which is why I will say up front, because I think our review is probably going to be the most positivity you're going to hear about this film, because if you check out other people's reviews, they all just say how lacking it was and how lame it was and a waste of their time and money, and I'm like, what the fuck did you want? Somebody even tried to say that, like, they didn't utilize the unicorns enough, like, they didn't do enough with the unicorns. Like, they ripped people to pieces! People got high off of them! Yes, we'll get into that.
We'll get into that.
What more do you want?
Maybe they wanted them to rub the horn and it would make nice mayonnaise.
I mean, I mean, it would go great on your medium rare unicorn steak, yeah.
In defense of the naysayers, just for a second.
Okay.
You're dealing with horse people.
That's true. Horse people are crazy.
Hi.
Yeah.
So like people who are horse people and then people subsequently who are unicorn people, they're gonna want it to be unicorn centric. They're not looking for unicorn as an allegory, which is they utilize the whole unicorn allegory to a fucking precise perpendicular T in this movie. It's fucking amazing. However,
and they actually also used quite a bit of unicorn folklore and such.
Yep.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But I think people were expecting more of fantasy horror, not fantasy creature as an allegory for modern critique.
Yeah.
And that's why people get bent out of shape about this movie. Because I won't lie, that was kind of my expectation going in. And when Varren came back from the theater and he's like, oh, it's a really, fun, dark comedy creature feature, I was like, well, that's not what I was expecting. But maybe one of these days I'll watch it and I'll be pleasantly subverted by my expectations versus disappointed. And I think, like, for me, I enjoyed the subversion of the expectation, whereas other people were just like, no, this is not what I wanted out of a movie titled this way. And it's like, okay, yeah, fine, good for you. Don't piss on other people's Cheerios and just go on with your day.
Yeah, I mean, if you watch the trailer, you already know it's not going to be fucking legend, but the unicorn actually fights back.
Yeah, no.
I think what also doesn't really help it is the fact of who produced this and their kind of reputation around it. Because
Yeah.
this was produced by A24.
It's an A24 movie, yeah, but I think this and like a lot of other shit they've brought out recently really shows that there is no real label for A24 movies anymore. Yeah. Like it's not all Ari Aster
They're not
shit.
supposed to be. It's just that people every time there's still that stigma of A24. Like they came out with this movie and like, what came out the same year as this? Because this was last year, I think. Well, a good example. A good
they
example.
also did Civil War, so.
Yeah, but admittedly, no one liked Civil War for very good reasons.
And remember that A24 is also producing Has-Been Hotel, so.
Hell yeah!
Oh, yeah, that's the thing. It's like, as much as like we try, like A24 tries to make sure they have a variety of movies, they're still going to be remembered as like the Brutalist guys. They're going to be remembered as the I Saw the TV Glow guys, the Iron Claw guys. Like there's these. They are trying to diversify, but everybody sees them as the prestige, like the prestige indie, is the best way to put it.
They're also producing the Backrooms movie.
Well, yeah, but again, it's one of those things where it's like, you started like, it's kind of hard to really sit there and be like, oh, A24 doesn't have one. They make everything, when everybody knows them as like. The first thing that pops into your head every time somebody thinks of a A24 movie is stuff like artsy folk horror. That's a girl power movie, apparently. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't watched it.
So, okay, you know what's funny about that? I used to have that opinion. When I would see the name A24 or hear it at all, I'm like, oh, great. It's the artsy motherfuckers. But then I started to see some stuff that I was like, oh shit, that's A24? Oh, okay. Shit. Like, now I'm actually excited when I see their name pop up, because I'm like, oh, okay, they're probably going to do something really fun or really different.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, but you're not...
for me, like, my first A24 movie wasn't something like Hereditary or like Brutalist or anything. No, my first A24 movie was Green Room.
I still need to watch that.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like, yeah, you guys do that. Not everybody else does. That is something we forget from time to time. Like, yeah, we know A24 does a bunch of different ones. But if you ask somebody on the street, the first thing that's going to pop in their head is like, hey, aren't those the guys who made the fucking Timothée Chalamet ping pong movie?
Yeah, I guess.
Like, that's something... Remember, the same year this came out...
Look, it's the same as Blumhouse used to be known as just as the Paranormal Activity guys, even though really ever since then they've also massively diversified their fucking portfolio.
Oh yeah, no, there's some good stuff that comes out of Blumhouse.
Yeah, truth be told, but you also remember the same year this came out, they made a prestige drama starring The Rock about an MMA fighter, and
which nobody went to go watch.
And another one nobody got to watch. They released a Spike Lee movie where he's remaking a Kurosawa movie but with rappers.
Yeah, but it's Spike Lee.
Yeah.
They also made Dusk.
That they did.
Yeah, I mean, I will say as well, like, this is coming from me. I'll admit, technically, this is my first actual A24 movie I've really watched.
They also made a movie where a dude surfs on the corpse of Daniel Radcliffe.
Yeah, Swiss Army Man. Yeah, that was him.
I do want to see that one eventually.
Yeah, no. Keep in mind, like, technically it's like, wait, this is your first A24 movie ever? Yes, but mostly because the only other two I've seen of A24 are movies they bought later and are re-releasing. Which is Pi, which is Darren Aronofsky's first movie.
Mm-hmm.
And Stop Making Sense, the Talking Heads concert film. Hi, I'm the music guy. Can you tell?
No, really.
I cannot exactly remember. I can't remember what was the first one, but the one looking at their filmography, the first one that I probably saw was The Witch. The Witch.
The Vivitch.
Yeah, that was a big one that everybody like.
Fun connection. Fun connection. Good one. The director on Death of a Unicorn was additional crew on The Witch.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the guy directing this was his directorial debut as well.
Yep. But he's produced things that it's like, oh shit. Oh, you had involvement in that. Okay.
Yes. Ookami told me was a producer on House of Spoils, one that I got to see at Fantastic Fest. I don't know. Varren, have you seen House of Spoils?
Nope, not yet.
Oh, check it out. It's amazing.
It's a very good movie. I think you'd like it.
Oh wait, no, I found another one, an A24 movie I watched, and unfortunately I was very, very bored by. I forgot they did The Rover.
Don't even know what that is.
Yeah, but that was Roy like torturing you. So
they also did. They did Heretic. I got to see that. That was the favorite movie I saw at Fantastic Fest. That was
Heretic is amazing.
Yes, it's so good, so good. I didn't even know they were gonna. That was one of those surprise ones. They didn't tell us it was like. They were like Heretic, like, oh fuck, and I was like, this shit's amazing. Xeiren, have you seen Heretic? Okay, I was gonna. Wait, was that it? Okay.
Yes, I showed it to her.
Well, when she put her head down like it was embarrassment, it was like, is that a no?
Well, that's because it hit really hard for her.
Oh,
it hit really hard for me, and the way I was screaming at my screen was definitely memorable. The reason I hung my head like that is because it's like, Varren, I know, you're still waiting on my first video essay about a film because, goddamn, I had too much to say about this movie.
Hey, Doc. So you're telling me you didn't see Uncut Gems? You didn't see Everything Everywhere All at Once?
Nope.
Get the fuck on that, then.
I was about to say.
I mean, Uncut Gems, I've heard is good, but like Everywhere All at Once, fucking go watch that.
Yeah. The best multiverse movie you'll ever see.
Like, how dare you not know about Hot Dog Finger World?
Ooh.
Oh dear God, yes.
Also, did you see The Whale?
There's The Whale. You were put through the Lighthouse.
Brendan Fraser?
Nope.
Where Brendan Fraser got his Oscar?
Nope.
Oh, but we loved The Lighthouse when we watched that.
Which reminds me that Encino Man. Oh, sorry.
That one I have.
Encino Man has 2 Oscar winners.
Oh yeah.
But suffice it to say, this is not about A24 movies. Although we should probably do an entire podcast about A24 movies if we get it.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm your guy.
If we're going to keep this conversation going another time. But yes. Yeah. Now I'm getting into the spoiler section.
I was about to say we can tie it. Don't worry, we can tie in Heretic to this. You know why? There's two guys. They're two guys in villain. They're both played by a guy with a last name named Grant. Fuck! I messed up the joke. Point is, Richard E. Grant.
So anyway, Paul Rudd caves in the skull of a unicorn.
Yep.
Yes. Oh my God.
After running it over with a car.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. No. Okay. So yeah, this film, it starts off with a bang pretty quickly. Actually,
it does. Shall I go? Shall I go through the plot?
Please go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. So it starts off. We're going to Canada.
Yes. Oh, Canada.
As you do. And we start off with seeing Paul Rudd and Jenna Ortega, his daughter, on the flight, and that scene actually did a good bit to kind of set up the whole characterization of them. Mm-hmm. The fact is, he drops his papers, and she's kind of like, and it'd be like if Varren right now, instead of had to pick up some papers on his left side. So instead of moving my head over like this, just went and picked up the papers and my neck snapped like, ah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Their relationship's a bit contentious. And he's going off to being a personal attorney for the family on the board and they're going off to some mountainous retreat and, they're flight delays, but rich people don't care about flight delays because how dare the poor is actually don't just charter your flights like real people. And while trying to use a phone, drive, and sneeze because of his allergies, he hits a unicorn.
Yep,
as you do.
I mean, come on now. In North America, it's like hitting a deer. It's like, whoops. I mean, comprehensive insurance should cover it. You just got to pay the deductible. Oh, but that's a rental car. So you don't have to pay the deductible anyway, as long as you got the insurance. Wah, wah.
Yeah. So Jenna,
But-
yeah. They look at
So
this
then-
fucking thing. Go ahead.
They
Go
look
ahead.
at it. Yeah, it's got purple blood. Purple. And so Paul Rudd's character decides to go get the tire iron because the fact is it's an animal that you hit and it's in pain. So he is trying to do a somewhat humane thing and to put it out of its misery,
You're
which
also
is
in a wildlife
understandable.
reserve, which is you're also
It's in a wildlife preserve, so you don't want to actually. It's like, oops, yeah, you might go to jail if you do that. So, but then Jenna Ortega decides to grab that horn, and yeah.
Jesus Christ.
We already made the horny joke. We are too far gone.
And then she gets, she then watches Jax get abstracted in the digital circus, and well, she basically shows up into what is like some fucking like space screensaver from the 2000s.
It's like if 2001: A Space Odyssey had a little bit more definition.
And a lot more acid. Because the colors, kids, the colors.
Are you saying? Wait, are you saying that 2001: A Space Odyssey didn't have acid?
No, it did. I mean, it did even more acid. Because that's the bad trip. This is the good trip.
I mean, listen. The only way you could have actually had any more acid in 2001: A Space Odyssey is if Alejandro Jodorowsky directed it.
Oh God.
Everyone would have.
That would have just been his version of Dune, and then the entire universe would have exploded.
I mean, that is what he said he wanted Dune to be: the experience of LSD without actually taking LSD.
Yep.
Anyway, so she's out there, getting high and shit, and seeing like the universe and everything.
She starts to tear up whenever she's seeing it. It does record.
And then tire iron to the unicorn's
blood
face.
spatters across her face.
Splatters across her face and in Scott Lang's face and in his nose.
Yep.
Then he puts the body in the car instead of, pushing it off to the side of the road, because he's a very smart man who makes very smart decisions.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And thus we get our title. We got the death of a unicorn.
So then we get to the actual thing, and we get to meet the family. We have the son, Adam Warlock.
Yep.
Yep.
We have the father, the patriarch of family, Richard E. Grant, who is always a joy to see in anything. He's always great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now the wife I'm not as familiar with, so
Tia Leone. You would have seen her in Jurassic Park 3. She was the mom.
Alan, was she the talking velociraptor?
Sadly, no. Sadly, no. No, she was the mom. She was the wife of William H. Macy in that movie.
She had much shorter hair in that movie.
Yeah. She was also in she's kind of one of those that actor kind of thing, because she's in that, she's in Spanglish, Fun with Dick and Jane.
To be fair, she was out of the acting gig for a while, if I'm looking at this.
Okay.
I do actually remember her in Fun with Dick and Jane. Which was a fucking fun movie, by the way.
Like, most people know her now as she was in a show. She was in for a long-running show called Madam Secretary.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, there's that. A League of Their Own. She was in Bad Boys, which I didn't know. I forgot she was in that. She was also in Deep Impact. Like, basically, she's one of those people where you don't know her name, but you know her when you see her.
Yeah, very much a kind of
Only Murders in the Building. That's the more recent one that she's also in.
Yeah, she plays the mother, and you got Richard E. Grant, and a couple of servants. We got Griff, who looks like if you took Lurch from the Addams Family and mixed him with Uncle Fester and put him on Ozempic.
Holy shit! I can't. That's actually I can't argue that. I can't dispute that at all.
Admittedly,
I'm shocked.
Anthony Perrigan is also another one of those that guys, but he's a more recent sort of TV actor.
He is. Yeah, I think he's been in a few things. He is my favorite character.
Oh, Griff is the best character in this.
He is. He is just the long-suffering servant.
If you just excuse me. Yeah, I'm just gonna. Yeah, here.
So Varren and I watched this on with one other friend the first time, and then watched it with a group later on because I just had so much fun with it and whatnot. Not to mention this podcast recording was delayed because of shenanigans. You know, shit goes.
Yeah.
Business.
Life sucks.
And there we go.
Jesus.
You gonna share with us?
Nope, my monster. Get your own.
Fair. I'll get one later.
Beer.
What regular?
And no, Zero Ultra.
I haven't really touched any of the zeros. I just don't like zero sugar.
I've gone completely zero sugar, but that's beside the point. I'm on unleaded energy.
I don't do a lot of the monster stuff. I tend to do like the 5-hour energy. I like the sour apple.
You like the B vitamins over the fucking caffeine, and that's legit. Anyway,
yeah. Also,
I'll ask you more about that later. And the thing I kept saying when people in the group were just like, "Oh, we like him. I'm like, "Yes, we stand Griff in this house."
Yeah.
This is a Griff household.
Yes, it is.
We love Griff.
We love Griff.
Griff is best boy.
Yes. I actually saw this the other day. I saw it last night with Ookami because because it was like, okay, I was gonna watch it in the morning, and then it got delayed, and then it's like, yay, I can procrastinate. And I was like, you know what? I like watching those with other people. So I did that. And I'm glad I did, because the fact is that there were things that I said that no one would believe if I didn't have a witness.
Yeah.
Because, so as they're going on, Jenna Ortega's character, Ridley.
Yeah, one thing you'll notice, there's a lot of alien references in this.
Yes, there is.
Yeah. Not surprising. I mean, let's be honest. Like, if the fact is you found out Richard E. Grant's last name was either Wayland or Yutani, I wouldn't be surprised. She's really shook up about this. Part of it was because she was, communing with, Jeebus and shit while the head was getting smashed in.
Space Jeebus. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Space Jeebus. But, we'll get to the ET references later.
Yeah. We made that connection.
So she's feeling very sick, and she goes into the bathroom, and she wipes, because she's still got some of the blood, so she wipes that off, and it finds out that her acne is clearing up. Like, they had put noticeable, acne makeup on Jenna Ortega, and you can see she wipes, like, half of her face, like the acne's just gone. And then the other one, you actually do see it like regenerating, like it's like she's got fucking Wolverine's powers. Then Scott Lang, while he's reading a brief, gets Spider-Man's glasses powers. So he's reading it. It's really weird. He takes them off and he can read again. Huh.
And then he can
So
breathe
he's
clearly.
talking about that. He can breathe clearly, yeah, because he was sneezing up a storm. And then, their rental car starts a rocking. And
But this time
you're
you do
not
come
supposed to be
knocking.
You do. And that's because Scott Lang didn't kill it properly. And it woke up. And have you ever seen videos of like a bear stuck in a car? That's what that unicorn did.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
The
The thing is also you
its head
can't
out.
really. The thing is also you can't really kill a unicorn.
Oh, we find that out
I know.
later. We find that out later.
Yeah, we know. However, then the female servant, who I forgot what her name is,
Shaw.
I just call her bitch.
Shaw, Von Bitch, puts a 9mm in the unicorn's brain, and then the scientists show up. And this is where I said, I was talking to Ookami, that this movie was starting to be like, what would happen if E.T. fell in the hands of rich people instead of Elliot?
Yeah, and you're not wrong.
And then when they started finding out about because Richard E. Grant's character is very old and riddled with cancer, because they were like, oh, it's got, it seems it healed stuff. I'm like, oh my god, are they gonna use the horn or something, or the blood to heal him? And they fucking did.
What they do?
Yep.
And then I also called that they were gonna use the unicorn horn dust and snort it like a line of coke. Although I thought Richard E. Grant was gonna do that.
Yeah, no, it was.
And instead it was
that
Adam
was for the
Warlock.
sun.
It was the sun.
So
I
the
was
part that kills me and like killed a lot of people who are watching it with us is the fact at one point, would you stop trying to stab him, Pez?
Nope. Nope.
Keeps poking my goddamn shoulder.
Oh God.
Call acupuncture.
Leaning over and puncturing people is my thing, Pez. As Ookami presents her neck.
Ookami presents the neck.
She's just like, what was that? you said?
Anytime now.
is like the snorting of the unicorn horn comes after what I consider to be a far more disturbing thing. It's like, yeah, they do the blood thing, and yeah, they do the horn dust thing, and they inject it into the eye
they mix their
vids.
blood in their drinks.
The
Yeah,
mixed
they
drinks.
do all
Yeah.
that. But then the steak.
Oh,
that
God,
was-
the
Dad-
steak.
the dad with the cancer is just like, oh, Griff comes over, is like, medium rare, as you requested. And they literally took a steak from the baby unicorn and cooked it up for him. It's this purple slab of meat. And all I could think about the entire time watching this is like, see, kids, this is why we eat the rich before they eat us.
Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
You had that.
Yeah.
Honestly, seeing the purple covered blood, the two things immediately popped in my head. It's either they bleed gack or they bleed ooze from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie.
No, obviously they bleed
Yeah, it's too
purple
dark.
stuff.
There's purple,
Purple
stuff.
stuff.
This is what happens when you concentrate the Grimace shake.
Oh God.
So this is why they created Sunny D to distract us from what was really in the fridge.
Yes.
I want that purple stuff.
They use the unicorn blood, and that's how Mace Windu's lightsaber's purple.
And yet, oh God, and yeah, when the son starts it later, I love that he's like talking to his mom, and she's like, Are you really snorting that? And it's like, look, we have to. Yes, I am. But look, we have to.
Well, but also he was talking about getting an 8-ball, and he was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, 8-ball. That's very specific. I know, right? Yeah, no, it's weird. That's. You sure it didn't mean any other measurement? No. He said 8-ball.
3.5 grams.
Yeah, 3.5 grams. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, 3.5 grams. 8-ball. That's very. Yeah.
8 ounces. That's yeah.
So, because as soon as you could see, like, oh, it's going to be able to regenerate, I'm like, okay, yeah, Richard E. Grant's going to get it, and he's going to... And because they had put a good bit of old makeup, which actually looked... The aging makeup looked really good on it. Like, they did a good job
I think
on
it's also because Richard, with all due respect to him, I know he's played other stuff, and he's done great other things. Richard E. Grant has, like, the perfect face for, like, disappointed elder or, like, evil businessman.
Oh, yeah.
He has that perfect, long, disappointed face. Like, sure, man's a sweetheart, and I've seen him in other things where he's not, like, disappointed elder or evil businessman. And he does really well. It's just that those parts, when he plays disappointed elder or evil businessman, he does really well.
Yes, he does.
Oh, yeah.
He just has that, like, demeanor about him.
Yeah, no, some people do.
So, we get, so we have that, and because he had been like in a wheelchair and all that, and then the makeup's off. He's also gotten a little younger. He no longer has any, like, they had him like with gray hair and stuff like that. Nope, now it's black hair, and boom, and yet immediately it's not a miracle. It's how can we
reproduce
profit off of this? They also brought up Fen, which was something I was not familiar with until Ookami told me. It is basically part and had used ephedra. Now, if you don't know what ephedra is, that was a diet drug that has been banned for over 20 fucking years.
Yep.
Decker 2.
Oh God, I feel old.
Yeah. So
Don't worry. I caught strays on that as well.
The fact that someone had to explain that.
Yeah.
God, I feel old.
I was watching this.
Believe me, I took that stray as well.
When I first watched this, it was with my mother, and by the way, she loves this movie too. But she, as soon as that came out, as soon as those words came out of her mouth, she was like, "But that was horrible. That went really bad."
Yeah, ephedra killed people.
Yeah, and I was like, and I had to ask her real quick. I'm like, "It sounds familiar. What is this?" And she's like, "That was a really fucked up diet drug. Like, yeah, it caused like damage to people permanently."
And the rich don't care.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, no, like I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. So these people are just fucking evil. Okay, good to know.
Yeah, and of course, the little unicorn is a little small. And what's coming for the small unicorn? The bigger unicorns.
We didn't quite know that initially. Like, so Jenna Ortega does some research and finds out that there are tapestries about what happens when you capture a unicorn.
Yep.
Which are actual things.
Don't go. And they don't. It doesn't go well. And while she's out, in the property, there's a gate, and up top you see some horn marks on some trees, very tall up here. Like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Because the foal looks like a full, like it looks like maybe a small pony, maybe
like a teenage Shetland, just with a horse.
Yeah, like it's not quite a full horse, but it's not a tiny little thing.
Not to mention, it's like nobody in this universe really knows what a full-grown unicorn is supposed to look like.
Yeah.
Until they see one.
Which
and they're like, oh, fuck Knuckles.
Yeah,
that's a big boy.
I also love the scientists just calling it's an equine mammal with a protrusion, and really just say, it's a fucking unicorn. I'm like, yeah, okay, we call it.
Yeah.
Although, yeah, so
Does
if you look at him,
what it is, yes.
At least like the foal definitely had. It's not fully horse like. It does seem to have some other. Like the foals seem to almost have like goat-like features. It seem like in the face, but
Well, it's because they're most. If you ever seen Shetlands in particular, the fur on these unicorns kind of remind me mainly of pure white, like Snow White Shetlands, because they have very much fur like that, covering the face, covering the hooves and things.
And
like
Shetlands
that.
are also little bastards.
Yeah. So this is
Yes,
essentially.
they are.
Yeah.
Yes, they are. They're fluffy little shits.
Yeah. So this.
So
is
yeah, the research basically says if you capture a unicorn, and it showed they killed it, and it came back to life, and things did not go well.
No. Essentially, we've jumped past like the rest of it and went straight into just the death part of Apocalypse Ponies, and yeah, they are definitely punishing mankind for their sins.
Yep. And even to the point where the only way to detect them is using our sonar that sounds like the alien's motion tracker.
Oh
No,
my
it's
God,
taken
yes.
straight. It's taken straight from Aliens. In fact, that entire
know.
scene in the forest is basically supposed to be a giant reference to the first time they.
Yeah,
see
like
these
them
unicorns.
suiting up to go hunt for them is supposed to be shot-for-shot remake of them suiting up in Aliens and whatever So
Mhm.
Yeah.
there's a bunch of shit. Hell, even
It also-
even some of the like what me and Xeiren at least thought was like one of the protrusions on one of the unicorn's hoofs. We thought was a reference to the alien queen even.
Well,
Yeah,
the male horns looks like a spine. Male
A little
horns horn
bit.
looks like
Yeah.
a spine.
And
So,
also,
yeah, it's very much
the horn has a little horn.
Yeah.
So
Like
It's
Geiger
really-
would have been very proud with these.
Oh, yeah.
unicorn
Oh, yeah.
designs. Like
It's-
absolutely.
Yeah, it's Giger's My Little Pony.
Not biomechanical enough.
Yeah.
Well,
the-
you say when we say that.
So
'cause- Go ahead. Sorry. I fuck
Darren,
everything
go.
up.
all right.
Then we must have said go ahead at the same time because I.
Yes, you did.
I
Yes.
said
Go ahead.
it. But yeah, you get this whole hunting scene down. And this is where the conflict of the movie starts to come in, because while like you're getting all of this like larger scale allegory going on, where it really hits home is
Mhm.
right before the hunt, because all Paul Rudd's dad character wants is to provide for his daughter.
Yep.
Like that's the
Mhm.
whole reason he's doing all of this. That's why he's being the rich man's butt monkey
Mhm.
and all this shit. And she's over here like, why are you compromising yourself so much? Like, you don't need to do this. And he's like, because I promised your mother. Her mother died from presumably cancer or some other illness.
Yeah.
She died of
We mentioned-
canceritis.
And
She died of Disney momitis.
exactly. And my favorite moment has to be when, or my favorite character moment, at least,
Mhm.
has to be when Scott gets up and his daughter's groans like, I promised her I'd take care of you. I promised I'd make sure that you had everything you could possibly want. And this is how I'm good. Like, could you imagine if your mom had access to something like this? And she looks her dad dead in his fucking face. It's like they never would have let her have it.
Yeah. They never would have let her near it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Like
the
she
thing
never
that-
would have had access to it. Just
Yeah.
because it's discovered doesn't mean it's going to go
Yeah.
to the people who need it the most.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Just
And-
those who can pay.
And that's when like all of the shit falls out of his face right before he goes on the hunt with Rich Fucker, and it finally falls out of his ass and he learns his fucking lesson.
Actually,
One of the other
that scene
one
happened
of the-
later. That was after. That was when they
One
were
of the-
when they were trapped in the house.
That's
Um,
right. One of the
okay.
other scenes
So
that I really
either way, those two moments like
Well, no,
Yeah.
there
stacking each other.
was that moment that Xeiren mentioned earlier, and then there is like the more heartfelt confrontation afterwards in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where
there
Like,
was also
these moments stack on each other really easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
like one. Mhm.
Also, this bug
I
spraying
was
my
gonna say,
head.
one of the other big things about the apparently about the tapestry is it was from a museum that that Ridley's mother really liked, and Scott Lang's kind of either forgotten or wasn't really paying attention. I don't know which. But one of the other big things I wanted to bring up was, so you have these two scientists, you know, because they come in, they look like literally the scientists from E.T. in the suits and all that.
Yeah.
One of them is being played by one of the gorgeous ladies of wrestling. And yes, Netflix, I'm still pissed you canceled Glow. For fuck's sake, it needed more seasons.
Well, there's Glow, and then there's the one Asian guy who's in every Coen Brothers movie ever.
But one of the things is that, so what they're trying to do is they want to take samples and get the compound that allows this miracle cure, which, I mean, it is truly a miracle cure. It cures everything except being a dick.
Well, there's no cure
but to
for
get it
that.
to the lab to try to synthesize it. Problem is, whatever this compound is, they are not, it is too sophisticated. They cannot synthesize it. And the family gets pissed at that.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they could synthesize it, then they don't, you know, the problem is they've got what they believe is a dead unicorn. And their hope is if they can synthesize it, then they don't need the unicorn. But then when it happens that they can't synthesize it, yeah, because it's like, okay, there are some compounds that can be synthesized, and some where the tech just ain't there yet.
Mm-hmm.
And rich people didn't want to accept that. Richard E. Grant did not want to accept that. So they have a bit of a tantrum. Rich people aren't, because that was also the thing. Oh, you're late, even though what it was they are having delays on the plane. So you kind of see part of that of this. But yeah, so yeah, then we start getting into they're going to transport the whole thing, but then the parents start coming in, and oh boy, they ain't ready for that. Oh, the parents are like what? 1.5 times the height of a human, I would say.
Yeah,
maybe
Almost
double.
Twice, yeah, almost double.
Yeah, that like, and yeah, you know how horses tend to have like very flat teeth. Unicorns have fangs.
Yeah, and sound like the fucking T-Rex in Jurassic Park. So
yeah. Like it like one of them, I think it was I don't know which one, gored one of the scientists, and when it came out, like it literally had the hole in the chest like the dude from Kung Pao.
Yeah, it was the
Holy crap, man! That dude's got a hole in his chest.
Yeah, the male scientist got just fucking gored, and then all his goddamn guts fell out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No.
and then the other scientist eventually just, because I mean, speaking of Jurassic Park, literally got fucking like ripped in half by just, you know, both of the unicorns pulling at one on each side.
Oh, that was brutal.
Because she tried to give the dead foal back to the parents, but the two realized that they don't have the horn. That the horn.
Yeah. Well, also, if I remember, she cut the horn off.
She cut the horn off. She has
She cut
powdered
the horn off
horn
to the sun.
in her pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because the son's trying to plot and make sure that he's the head of the company, and he's the one who gets all this miracle stuff. Because, like all rich families do, everyone wants to go at the patriarchy's wealth.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes.
Which, before anyone tries to say, oh, well, no, she didn't deserve that. Hold on. Because, no, she's just as bad. Because
Yeah,
what she wanted out, but the thing is that she was going to take the stuff. She literally was telling Paul Rudd, "Hey, I'm gonna take this shit. Let's screw over these rich people, and we'll get rich instead."
Yeah, no, she was screwing over rich people, but she wanted to become them, and instead of just being, and because one of the big things that the tapestry stuff emphasizes that the only way to pacify a unicorn is with a pure-hearted maiden, which is actually true in some medieval things. They say pure-hearted maiden here, but in some tapestries, it's just straight up only virgins can be friends with unicorns. So there's that whole kind of thing. But
why haven't I seen them? Come on!
Virgin
Come on!
Let the
freaking trans girl see a unicorn. I want to fucking see a unicorn.
Ookami, it's because of the palate issue.
Oh.
You can be a virgin and not pure-hearted.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Sorry, did I take your thunder, Xeiren? I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying. I think you read a little too much Sunstone for that.
Yeah, no, just.
You know what? I wouldn't give it up. All right.
Ookami, how many times have you gone to AO3?
No comment.
Yeah. So if it's more than one, the unicorn's gonna look at you funny.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing with my take on the scientists. Like, basically, the whole thesis of the movie for me is beware where you put your ambition.
Yeah.
It's not saying ambition is bad.
Yeah.
It is saying where you put your ambition is what's important.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like the whole thing with the dad characters, his ambition was in the wrong place. His priorities were in the wrong place.
Yeah.
You know, the entire rich family, like all of their priorities are screwed the fuck up.
Dear God, yeah.
And their ambition is running wild. Like the scientists have good ambitions. However, because they have tied themselves in so closely to the rich family, to the point where they're beholden to them almost like vassals to a lord.
Which,
it creates a toxic relationship with their ambition to the point where they're just like, you know, oh yeah, we're going to do this right and we're going to do this better, but you know, we're still going to be like the people we've been idolizing this entire time, who have basically poisoned our good natures for, you know, the use of our intelligence. And so it makes it makes perfect sense to me as to why the scientists go down the way they do.
Yeah.
Not to mention,
and it's also a thing which is the unicorns are, you know, they're kind of absolutists. It's like it's all or nothing.
Well, and I do find it funny.
They leave Griff alone. Anyone notice that?
Yeah, they do.
Well, because here's the thing, Griff is free from ambition.
True.
He's not trying to be anybody but himself, and just provide for his family in the best way he knows how.
Yeah.
Like, he's the only motherfucker besides the daughter character who's just got his fucking priorities straight.
Yeah.
Like, also, and that's why the unicorns are just like, oh, okay, you're gonna just make a wide berth for us? Okay, cool.
Yeah, he's literally at spoilers near the end. Like, he literally just backs off and is like, "Nah, I'm sorry, you're good. You go ahead. Like, I know what you're gonna do."
Yeah.
Like, you don't necessarily have to personally connect with the mythical and mythological and this like spiritualistic experience of unicorns to earn the unicorn's favor, which I actually really liked as a little side piece to the story, because it's like when you look at it, it's like it's sort of that whole thing of like, you don't have to be spiritual to have good morals, because that's how Griff reads to me. He's just like, nah, I'm just using my common sense and my survival skills, and you know, just generally not being a dick.
Yeah.
and he's fine.
I also love that he barricades the door with a chair and then goes to get the grandfather clock, and he just walking around in the background because he's gonna barricade himself in with that. And
Well,
like,
and what killed me in that scene as well was just the line he
The
said.
line.
It's just like, it's not a good use of our time.
Yeah.
As he's holding
Oh,
the
he's
fucking
calling a fucking grandma.
Yeah. That and the fact is that, remember, he does say, "I got 3 kids," and the mom's like, "You do?"
You?
He's like,
Yeah, also,
Well, and the
you
thing
do.
that you brought up, I mean, the way that the whole compound is set up, it is very much the modern look of a castle in many ways. Like
Yep.
it's got this lawn, it's got a gate near the forest, this wildlife preserve. You're not supposed to hunt there, kind of like how it's the king's forest. You can't hunt deer there, even though you're starving. Robin of Locksley.
Well, what's even
He
crazier
dare
is
dear to King of Kings dare.
what's even crazier is on the second watch. I noticed, like, even in the furniture, like, there's heraldry on, like, the bed frame. It's carved into it.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the medieval core is all over that fucking house.
Mm-hmm.
The symbol of the family is also a lion, and lions are usually seen as enemies of unicorns. So
Yep.
Well, that's just Scottish propaganda.
I'll tell you now, you motherfucker.
Okay. Oh, wait. Do I get to talk about this right now?
Yes, talk about the lion and the unicorn.
No. So, not the lion and the unicorn. My pet theory.
Okay. All right. Let's hear it.
So you know how Canada and USA you both used to be British colonies, right?
Yes.
But like Canada stuck with Britain, and we went all indie, and we're kind of fucking that up right now. But that's beside the point. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, which royal dickhead decided to capture unicorns in Scotland and rehome them in Canada as some sort of way of expanding the Scottish National Animal Foundation project? I'm guessing it's Queen Victoria. This sounds like something she would do.
Yeah, because I did bring up the fact because Richard E. Parent said that he hunted lions, and I'm like, it did bring up the fact that a lion, if you look at the coat of arms of the UK, it is a lion on one side and a unicorn that is chained on the other.
Yep.
Which is very much showing that well, I mean, of course I just joke it. Yeah, it's chained because Scotland really doesn't want to be there and would rather just head on out and do something else.
The line is being said in that thing is like, do you know that the I'm forgetting the name of the actual people. It was like, these people hunt lions with a spear. Really tells you something about the perseverance of the humans. Me, of course, I've only hunted these with an automatic assault rifle, but
well, that's adding to another kind of theme about it, and it's very obvious in the satire, but it's obviously adding a theme of exploitation.
Oh, I mean, there's definitely that is hugely throughout.
Years of service.
The only thing
we've never asked anything of you till now. Okay, well, one, that is wrong, and even if it wasn't.
Also, I just thought of something. I wish this movie had been distributed by TriStar.
That's a Pegasus. Who cares? But also,
that just would have made it the Alicorn movie.
Yeah,
Alicorn.
So it is my little
there are some Pegasi that have horns. They're unicorn Pegasi. Okay, they're fictional characters. You can add horns and stuff. All right.
Again, it
doesn't matter.
Now it's truly My Little Pony.
Yeah.
No, because there's a bunch of different things about exploitation. Of course, there's the whole thing about what they're doing to the unicorn, but also that scene you guys mentioned is also mentioning about how the wife is supposed to be kind of a philanthropist, but she totally forgets about the people.
Yeah.
What
we're evacuating. We're evacuating the refugees, or we're vaccinating
them.
Also, I wanted to bring up one other thing with the scientist. Remember, he was the one who was arguing they can't synthesize it, and then basically Richard E. Grant basically threatens his job that he'll just fire him and get somebody else who can. So that's when they're gonna take the whole unicorn back to the lab. So the ambitions of him not wanting to just he gave up his ethics. So
there's the whole idea of one of the stupidest jokes in the movie, but one that fits so well is that when they're talking about how it's in that same scene when they're talking about how they can't synthesize it. They're talking about scarcity, and of course, the son brings up NFTs.
Oh yeah.
I wanted to punch something as soon
Yeah.
as I heard those words. Those 3 letters
We also
all
brought up
together
a
were
lot of
like
crypto.
no.
Or like
Yeah.
when I invested in Ethereum, which was a good idea, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like, which
Well,
was
the whole
like,
thing-
It was the
fucker,
style
shut
at the
up.
time.
The whole thing is that the father is old school rich asshole, the son is new
Yep.
school rich asshole, and the wife is sort of flighty. Is the flighty wife that doesn't know.
She's
what the hell
Lindsay Bluth.
I'm
That's
gonna be
Yeah.
honest. Something Mom pointed out about this, and I'm still not 100% sure if that was the thing going on. When he found his cure, she seemed upset.
No, yeah,
I can
'cause
see it.
I think she
Yeah.
wanted him to
Nice out
die.
thing. It's a nice out thing. It's
The
a nice
thing
out
is-
thing. It's,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing about like a lot of the rich, those old rich thing. Because remember that going back and using what Xeiren said with the, the whole medieval metaphor as well.
Mhm.
Everybody wanted the patriarch to die so they could take over.
Yeah.
Remember, if he dies, all the things and interests that he had goes to her and her son, so they can split it. However, with him alive, he's firmly in control.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
So
that makes
basically,
sense.
those two are kind of are also kind of getting scraps from him.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's that whole idea of the head of the is that if the patriarchy lives, we don't get anything. So how can we quickly fucking kill the guy?
Yep.
Yeah.
The
Turns
king
out
is dead.
stab-
Long live the king.
Turns out, stab him through the head with a fucking horn.
Yeah. He got the
yeah.
horn. He got the horn.
Yeah.
All because he wanted to experience the same pure magic that Jenna Ortega did, and it's like, no, buddy, you cannot have it all. The fucking daddy unicorn's like, fuck you, like right through the jaw, up through the skull. It's one of my favorite kills in the entire fucking film.
Well,
Although
It's
I don't
so
know, the
satisfying
goring
to
of the
watch.
mother was pretty damn good.
Yeah.
That one is also good. That one just gets particularly okay
Yeah.
for me because of the eating of the entrails.
Waste
of
not,
course,
want not.
most of the unicorns are CG, but like those kills are actually all part practical. Like, for
I
example,
believe they did have some animatronic puppets.
yeah, they did have that. Like, for example, with the death of Richard Grant, what's beneath him, the horn, that's actually real. It's only the thing that's sticking out of him at the end that's added in digitally. The rest is all practical.
That's pretty cool. Well, I also wanted to bring up one other thing about the alien reference, because I think I brought this up when we were watching it, Ookami, is the whole thing with, because I was saying, like, they're going to want to, they want to keep this and keep forever, because if you remember Prometheus.
Yep.
And how Wayland was old and
Unfortunately,
looking
I do.
for a way to extend his life. Yeah.
Because you go to the creators of the universe and see.
Well, not the universe, but you're going to God
Your
saying,
creator.
"Hey, can I get an extension?"
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I will say, just to lighten the mood a little bit, one of the big signs that the unicorns are coming is that you see these kind of like starry lights coming over the mountains, over Aurora, basically in Aurora Borealis.
Aurora Borealis, at this time of day, at this time of year, located entirely in this mountain.
It's in front of your house. Yes.
You should have served the unicorn steamed hams. Well, also one other thing is that the unicorns have the ability that their horns basically mess up like radio frequencies and things like that.
They can make bioelectricity, basically.
Which it fucks with the phone. It fucks with her headphones.
It fucks with her headphones. It fucks with which then you get out. You can get away from the whole cell phone issue.
Yep.
Yeah.
That a lot of it's like, okay, how do we get cell phones to not work in modern horror movies? Because cell phones do kind of be like, oh, Michael Myers said, let me just call someone and get in a car and go somewhere. Or
you know, oh no, the killer's in the house. Why can't we? Oh, we can't do anything. Well, why not? You have a cell phone. You can text them.
Yeah, that's why you either have the town be in on it, so service you're in the middle of nowhere, so service doesn't work, or something fucks up the phone.
Yep.
Yeah, and even on the the way up to the cabin there, the service is already fucked up. Like the only reason they have service at the actual compound is because they do say like there's a cellular
A boost
amplifier,
a tower or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, amplifier. Yeah.
So we basically crawled our way up to the end of the movie, and with this conversation.
Real quick.
That was a very nice Ant-Man reference, Xeiren.
Yes. That before we get to there, real quick, I do want to say, since you said there were there's animatronic work and stuff like that. Can I say one thing? It was like, oh yeah, speaking of animatronics, let's talk about real quick a fucking scene that had me going, ha! It's like Five Nights at Freddy's. It's a fucking unicorn in the hallway.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It just pops up in the shadows.
Ooga booga booga.
And then it shows up again.
Yeah, I know.
Like, god damn it.
I also love how throughout this entire conversation we keep calling Paul Rudd Scott and not Elliot.
And I'm the only one saying Paul Rudd because I don't actually watch that.
Sometimes I call him Paul Rudd. Sometimes I call him Scott Lang. I don't give a shit.
Well, because that's something I pointed out to Ookami.
Okay, I'll call him Troll Who Uses Mac and Me.
Yeah, fair.
Although, funny enough, we're talking about Elliot. Again, another ET reference.
Yep.
But also something that I pointed out to Ookami that she didn't see, but I love this conversation kind of pointing out that I'm kind of right. I think Paul and Jenna are fine, but they're the weakest link of this movie.
Strongly disagree.
The fuck you say?
Absolutely strongly disagree, Pat.
I mean that in the acting, not in the story.
I strongly disagree. Because I didn't see this. You did that. Yeah, you messaged me with this saying, like, yeah, no, like, it seems like he's kind of phoning it in. And I'm like, huh. And you're like, oh, so you can see it. I'm like, no, that huh was looking at you like you just said something stupid to me.
I didn't say phoning it in. I said all I saw was Scott Lang.
Yeah, which I didn't see.
Yep, I didn't either.
In fact, Mom pointed out again, and you know what? Props to her. Man, she can understand movies sometimes. She's probably right outside my door. So that was probably, yeah. She didn't see that. She literally pointed out and went, oh, hey, he's kind of playing like the opposite of what he usually does. And I'm like, well, what he usually does is a douche. But
he has some of his Paul Rudd in it, but Paul Rudd, he's gonna bring some of his own stuff in it.
Well, the thing about it is, if you look at Scott Lang, he is a thief, but he is somewhat of a more moral character. Like he's a good guy, but a thief.
Yeah,
but also,
which is Scott Lang. That's how
he's also incredibly charismatic.
Mm-hmm.
Which, in this movie, Paul Rudd turns the charisma down a lot. He's a bit more nebbish and a bit more dweebish.
Yeah, you're supposed to. Yeah, you're supposed to get that from it. Like
is there like an omelet station here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your omelet,
like,
sir.
There's definitely.
Griff, damn it.
So I don't see, and the thing about it is, part of it with Jenna Ortega is like the entire movie, no one is listening to her really.
Mm-hmm.
They're not listening to that. Yeah, keeping this unicorn is really, really bad and will have really bad consequences, but no one's listening.
No.
And because of that, I can see where you're saying like, oh, mostly it's because no one's listening to her. But I think that remember, she's also going through the movie where she's basically just had like, think of it like she's having basically spiritual post-nut clarity throughout most of the movie.
Whoa, okay.
I mean, let's be honest. Let's speak like after touching the unicorn horn,
ego death.
she just
Let's say
kind of
ego death. Let's
no.
say ego death.
I stand by the way I said it.
Look. I typically don't go full on. No, that was perfect pass, but no, that was perfect. That was perfect. Spiritual post-nut clarity is definitely the appropriate way to describe what she's going through, because she's literally seen anything and everything. She's seen the universe in its unified state. She knows her mother is on the other side and also unified with her in life. And yet she's just looking at everybody going, what is wrong with you? None of this matters.
Yeah.
So that is officially the term of this episode.
Ego death just don't work it.
That is officially the term of this episode.
Is that gonna be in the title?
Spiritual post-nut clarity.
I might actually just put, I'll put that in the description.
I'm sorry. Well, I do feel I get what you're saying, Doc, but ego death just doesn't quite hit what. Yeah, she saw the totality of everything. She basically got almost like enlightenment, almost to the point of like fucking nirvana.
Yeah, it's implied that
Buddhism.
like she implies like she saw her mother too. Like she saw the other side.
And remember, at this point, she is still connected to the foal. Remember, which again went back to the ET. Not only does with the way that the horn lights up, which I felt was very similar to not just the finger for ET, but also the heart, the chest cavity that the aliens have when they're around each other. But also the fact that Elliot and ET are, not telepathically, but empathically connected. And I do feel like that might be the same for Ridley. Like there is some kind of connection, because when they cut the horn off, she knows, and she ain't in that room.
Yeah.
She can feel it.
Yep.
Like Pumpkinhead.
It feels like a. Huh? Sorry,
like with Pumpkinhead.
I hate that, right.
Especially because which reminded me of the thing where when E.T. died and he basically let Elliot go and disconnected, because like when they're both kind of dying and then E.T. just like kind of disconnects that connection. So Elliot's vitals start going up and E.T.'s goes down even faster. So it was kind of like that. So yeah, like she was kind of in a whole state of just it's the good kind of like Lovecraftian thing beyond comprehension. It's the good kind, not the bad kind.
It's funny at one point that they're implying that the unicorns were supposedly shepherd for humans coming from another dimension.
There is a little bit of that, yeah. Okay. To kind of go back on my apparently terrible take.
We're not saying it's terrible. We're just saying it's wrong.
With you guys, terrible.
I will say this in the most diplomatic way possible. Doc, I find it very interesting that you seem to have the most controversial and what's the word I'm looking for? Unconventional takes when it comes to characters and acting in particular. Like,
so basically what you're saying is I'm an asshole. Thanks.
No. Not that you're an asshole.
It has nothing to do with you being an asshole.
I know. It's just I love how she's diplomatically trying to look me in my eyes and tell me I'm wrong.
You have a different way of thinking about this, and it's a good thing, because then it gives us things to discuss.
Yeah, and I will say,
because I'm just over here going like I've grown up with this kind of thing. I thought it was good acting based on all the acting I've seen, and you're over here like, no, this acting fell flat for me. I'm like, I don't see that. How do you see that? I don't know if you're trolling me or not.
Okay,
and you do this quite often, and I'm like, this must be a generational thing.
Maybe. I will say to kind of not go back on my take, maybe refurbish it a little bit. Jenna Ortega, she does well. It's Paul Rudd. All I see is Paul Rudd.
I think again,
it's not even the scuttling of it all, because the thing is, I think
Mhm.
of him in movies like Forgetting Sarah Marshall and Role Models, and yeah, they
The Curse
bring
of
up.
Michael Myers.
Well, that's an entirely separate thing, but it's just that the thing is, everybody else is doing so well. Like they're bringing their A game, and I feel like there's just Paul Rudd being Paul Rudd. And granted,
I get it. Paul Rudd is the only one in this movie playing against his type. Everybody else is playing to their types.
Yep.
I think
that's what Duck's trying to say.
Okay, yeah. If he plays against his type, but he doesn't play it well.
I think
it's not even that, because because I know all. I was like, oh yeah, I know that actor. Oh, and when.
Oh Jesus!
What the fuck?
I'm back.
Okay.
Blinked out of existence.
Okay.
It's okay. I'm destabilizing. It happens sometimes. I haven't had enough blood today.
I offered.
I only have purple unicorn blood that I stole from the thing.
It's okay. We'll just let it dye your sweater. It's fine. Anyway, no, but like Grant is playing in his wheelhouse.
Yep.
The chick who plays the mom is definitely playing within her wheelhouse.
Yeah,
the
Leon,
son, like when I saw his ass show, I'm like, oh, look at you fucker.
Yeah.
I know every character you've ever fucking played. Jenna has like a small set of like characters that she plays, and this is one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Whereas like Paul Rudd,
it was also funny because like she was also cast in this right before Wednesday blew the fuck up. So
yes.
Well, so it's funny also. Paul and her both produced on this.
Yeah, they were executive producers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder.
And so
if...
Paul is the only one in the entire cast of these actors we know very well, either consciously or subconsciously, who's actually playing against his usual type in a way he's never done before.
Mm-hmm.
And so it just reads as weird to Doc at the very fucking least.
I could see it. Yeah.
I see that. I could definitely. Yeah, because I was saying like it. Yeah, normally he's much more. Normally his characters have a much more natural charisma.
Well, and he's got more of a
charisma and a bit more,
sarcastic, like sharp edge to him. And this guy is very emotionally constipated and dorky and
I will say the biggest conclusion I made about this movie.
Does that mean at the end that the unicorns gave him a spiritual laxative?
Yes.
Yeah. Basically, the biggest conclusion I made about this movie is that if it wasn't a horror movie, it'd be a family comedy from the 90s. Because you have a comedian who plays a kind of workaholic dad who's getting distant from their daughter after their mother tragically died of Disney momitis.
Mm-hmm.
Then they're going on a trip together in order for the dad to make sure that they are providing, even though at the end of the day she only wants to connect with her dad.
Yeah.
And then supernatural shenanigans happen and causes her dad to be a better father. It's just that in this one there's a lot more gore, blood, and drug jokes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
And this is not a bad thing. It's just that's all I see.
Yeah. So
well, I don't fully agree with that, but you know.
But let's we could debate that all day fucking long. But let's wrap this up. Let's
yeah. So we get to the end, and the son is the rich son is the only one of the dickheads who's left.
I didn't take religion lessons with this thing.
Because he's been snorting, he's been smoking the horn, so he's kind of getting a partial high. Like he's getting part of it. So what his idea is, it's to capture the parents and basically breed them so that he could use the foals as, you know, the miracle cure and druggie and stuff. And he figures out
the dad.
Mhm. I was gonna say, so yeah, Richard E. Grant gets fucking going right through the fucking chin. It's amazing, love it, great. So then what he does is he uses Jenna Ortega Ridley as bait to get the parent unicorns together, so he can basically, capture them.
Yep.
Paul Rudd, however, he got the horn, and yeah, that's the thing of like, yeah, where he finally kind of figures out that the rich people, even though you're working for them, even though you're in close to the inner circle, you're not them. You will never, even if this had been that, she'd never have gotten that at all, ever. You know, and that's when he kind of figures, and then, but yeah, then fucking Adam Warlock. So Paul Rudd stabs Adam Warlock with the unicorn horn, and because they brought up archery before, again, medieval things, Adam Warlock stabs Ant-Man with an arrow, and then gets buck kicked by one of the stallion or the mare, I can't remember which, and goes like 40 feet, landing on his head.
Yeah, he did.
And as someone who has experience being kicked by a horse, yeah, that shit's gonna fuck you up.
Yeah.
He got
the only
his
time I've
shit
ever seen
rocked.
I have only ever seen one person get kicked by a horse, and it's fucking Terry Funk when he, in a wrestling match in his stable, he got kicked by one of those horses, and he like hits the horse, like punches the horse.
Yeah, and the fucking buck kicks him in the head. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, but he fucking no-sells that shit because,
He's
you
Terry
know,
Funk.
he's Terry fucking Funk.
Yeah, I like.
He's from Texas and he's crazy.
I once got kicked kicked by both legs in the stomach at one point.
So
I know that shit.
Yeah, you're not gonna have a good time if you get kicked by a horse. I think there's only one leg.
That shit will fuck you up for a little bit.
But because they're so big, it's like it was like a fucking Mortal Kombat fatality.
Yeah.
Oh, it was. The crunch was amazing.
Oh yeah.
And then of course, like, Jenna's like, what did you do? Why'd you do that? He's like, I didn't really think it through. And then you know, Dad dies, and you're like, oh shit, she's alone in the world now. This fucking sucks.
I did tear up a bit during that scene.
But then the unicorns are like, nah, bitch, we got you. You've been like our solid like side hoe this entire fucking movie. So they drag her dad over to the foal, put the horn with the foal, now that, you know, it's been served its purpose as a weapon and all that shit, and perform like a tiny version of the Big Bang.
Yeah.
Over the two of them finally uniting everything where it's supposed to be.
It was using the horns to basically cross the streams like it was fucking Ghostbusters. Or I actually did bring this up. Or it's like when William Coffey cures Tom Hanks in The Green Mile, something like that.
Yep.
It's this otherworldly thing, and it allows the horn to reattach to the foal. The foal regenerates much faster than it normally does, and Ant-Man regenerates, to which he then touches the crossed horns and gets a spiritual colonic.
Just like his daughter, and then
just like he gets to experience everything.
Yep.
And then they then connect a little more. But then Griff brings the police. And
yeah, they get hauled away. Even them saying like, yeah, no, we've got these two. We got some crazy shit that happened there, and you're not gonna believe the story. So they're sitting there.
Griff is behind.
Griff's behind him.
Did Griff take one of the cars?
He did.
Did he take one of the?
He did. Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah, he took one of the really nice cars, and he's
It was a
he's
nice
behind to help. You can tell he's clearly gonna be
He's
there to help.
behind
with
probably
them.
to give his statement as well.
Yeah, and then the unicorns start. Yeah. She's like,
Oh,
okay, well, she's like, I feel like everything will be okay, and he's like, yeah, I know. I saw
And
it
they
too.
put their heads on each other's shoulders. Oh, and I forgot to say when he's when Adam Warlock is bucked and by Xeiren. Hi, Xeiren.
Yeah, okay, it happened again.
When
Stop fading in.
you need to use the mist book afterwards. It works instantly. Because they were very like the parents are this kind of very dark gray, and you actually do get to see them actually in time kind of fade back to white as they also begin the the crossing of the horns to basically just genie magic the Foal and Scott Lang back to life.
Yeah, it's like a cleansing thing. Like it worked perfectly.
Yeah, which is a little predictable, but it's done really, really well.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it does basically say unicorn. Inside a unicorn are two unicorns.
Mm-hmm.
One, big white fluffy boy.
Mm-hmm.
Other one, angry or just rabid wolf.
But yeah, so the unicorns show up. Griff's like, sorry, I'll back up. I'm backing up. He backs up because he realizes what's going to happen. And they pull up next to... Jesus Christ. This keeps happening.
God dang.
Every time.
Let's just get this shit over with. We're fading. And so, yeah, the unicorns show up. They're like, oh, that's so cool. The unicorns are here to help. Oh, the unicorns are here to... Okay, yeah.
Brace yourselves.
Brace yourselves.
Brace yourselves.
Yeah, they're not going to go to the station to give a statement.
They're getting you out of there.
No.
They're getting them out of
They're
there.
like, those are our humans.
Yep.
Fuck off.
Yeah, we're taking them now.
But yes, I love that Griff sees them and immediately rolls his window up and is just like, yeah, because he is one of the few people who understands. Yeah, just no, I'm not fucking with that.
Yeah,
he's
Don't
one
fuck
of the
with
few
things
people
you
who
don't
understands
understand.
precisely the situation he's in without having to be connected to the mystical aspect of things.
Yeah,
which is why I just love him as a character. He's just
yeah,
so goddamn self-aware.
He is.
Yep.
So that's our movie. Honestly, I give it a fucking. Look. I personally give it a 10 out of 10. I fucking loved it. There was nothing I disliked.
4 stars. Check it out.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be getting this one on disc the moment I see it.
Oh yeah, I'm snagging it.
like
I need
this-
to find that online and grab that off of
Also,
Amazon.
and I will say one of the other good things about this runtime was less than 2 hours. Like it moved at a good pace. I didn't
A little over
feel
100
like,
minutes, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean you're
It does
talking
not
about
overstay its welcome.
It was
it doesn't overstay its welcome, and I cannot remember any specific scene where I'm like, you could have cut that down.
It's a $1.45, I think.
Yeah, no, that ain't bad.
That's good. And that's with credits. So, you're good around the time where you might have been able to get another. As the old adage is, if you can get it to about 100 minutes, you can get an extra showing in the theater.
Yeah. And
but yeah, it's good.
Mm-hmm.
truthfully, like my nagging problems aside, I still say this is like a high 7, low 8. Like I don't think it's like perfect, but I recognize the fact this is good. I would show it to people.
Mm-hmm.
Like it
Yes,
didn't
yeah,
blow my mind.
I would go with somewhere like a 9, 9.5, something like that.
Yeah.
No, it's just I didn't hate it. I enjoyed it. It's just that I'll admit I wasn't really in the right state of mind to watch this. I think
I needed the stallion mare to be voiced by the late George Lowe.
well, it's either that or I had the last unicorn theme stuck in my head the whole.
Or when
fucking time.
the male unicorn gets purified. I'm Mr. Ed.
Oh, God.
Well,
No, it's just
either that
Either that or when they change, one of them's blue and the other one's pink.
Pink.
Gotta go to Candy Mountain, Charlie.
Oh God.
It's a new Pleurodon, Charlie.
Yeah, long story short, this is cathartic for 2026. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I was just not in the right mind state probably for this movie. Maybe
it's okay.
Maybe if I watched it with friends, maybe it would have been a lot better.
I offered.
I will
was
say
passed out.
this
I was
movie
passed
is
out.
best.
I was passed
movie,
out.
This movie is best watched with a group because watching
I
other
agree.
people react to the oh my god what the fuckery of so many scenes is fucking amazing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and just that's the thing. At the end of the day, I always say that your mood will always affect what you like, even if you don't think it does.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
no, I was not in the right state of mind to watch this movie. I find.
I always try to, especially with some of these that I haven't seen before, I do prefer watching them with a group. That I say they're going to they're gonna grind this unicorn's horns to dust and snort it like Coke. I can hear Ookami just being like, seriously? I have done that a few times, and sometimes it's like you just need a witness there to be like, you'd fucking call it.
Yeah. Honestly, for those who have been watching this entire time and listening, I apologize if there is any like pauses, like weird pauses. I don't know what's going on. Fucking computers. I don't know. There was a pause on passes in. There's a pause on zeros. I can't tell if it's actually on my end at all. So,
Am I right?
Yeah, technology. Can't live with it.
I just need to stop touching unicorn horns. I think that's why I keep fading in and out.
It's fair. So yeah, definitely check out this movie. I highly recommend it. Watch it with friends, though. With all of that said, you can, of course, already should know where to find us. Links are down below. But stay tuned because we got plenty more coming this year. And some big heavy hitters. So this is gonna be fun. We will see you next time on the next Late to the Murder Party here at Wolf's Den Productions. Good night, everybody. Oh.
Now to find a unicorn.
Oh God! They did that. It was called Equestria Girls, and nobody liked it. Good night, everybody.